Hello guys, this is a new Blender 2.82 tutorial for the new sculpting tools and features in combination with masks. Let's suppose you're going to sculpt a finger and you want to add a nail. This is a quite dense mesh that I remeshed using the voxel remesher, and now I press M to activate the mask brush and then Shift and F to set it to full strength. And I just paint the shape of this fingernail. You can use a tablet, but I use the mouse for this. And then I press the I key to activate the inflate brush, and with a low strength I sculpt around this mask. Okay, looks quite nice. Then I press Ctrl and the I key to invert the mask. And now we'll move this nail a bit to the outside. And this is where the new brushes come into play. I use the move brush now. And then I open the sculpt menu and choose set pivot and set the pivot point to unmasked. Then you see the gizmo and you can move the nail a bit to the outside. Alright, and now we need to rotate it a tiny bit inwards, so I select the rotate brush and rotate it like that. This looks pretty good, but before I continue sculpting, I remesh, because the geometry is a bit stretched after rotating and moving. So I remesh with a quite high voxel size, not too much but dense enough to use the grease brush now and sculpt in some details to the mesh. I press Shift to use the smooth brush for the nail. And if you like to make these insets look even more crisp, you can go over these using the pinch brush. So you can see, pretty simple and done without a tablet. Okay, what I also want to show you is the mesh filter random to add a kind of noise texture to your mesh. I don't want to add it to the nail, so I mask it first. Okay, and then I select the mesh filter brush and choose random. And now I drag with the left mouse button pressed in the viewport to the right side. And with this you add this noise, and when you drag to the left side you reduce the noise. This is just a random noise, but Pablo Dobarra is working on this feature so that you can select textures for this right here in the toolbar. And I think this will be an amazing feature. What you can do as well is to extract a mask as a separate object. In sculpt mode I press B to add a box mask to this area, for example. Then I open the mask menu and smooth the mask. And then I open it again and extract it. I keep the default settings and press OK, and as you can see, an object is extracted with a solidify modifier. Now you can change the settings as you like, and once you're happy with it, you apply the modifier. It has a quite dense topology, but I go to sculpt mode again and remesh it. First I remove the mask, then I set the voxel size and remesh. And now I can use this object for sculpting. Okay, pretty cool. Now let's have a look at this guy that I sculpted. And let's suppose you think that the kind of ears are too large, which is definitely not true, but anyway. You could press the B key to activate the box mask to mask the ears with X symmetry enabled. And then you open the mask menu and choose mask slice and fill holes. And this is basically a cut. Then you press Alt and M to get rid of the mask and remesh to have again a dense geometry at this location. And then you can go ahead and continue your sculpting. It is really a bit like Dynamesh that you might know from ZBrush. You just remesh using the voxel remesher when you don't have a proper geometry, when it is uneven and stretched. Okay, what's next? Of course you can also go the other way around. You can add a mask. Just paint it onto the mesh with the mask brush and a high strength. Then press Ctrl and the I key to invert the mask. And now you have several tools to extract or extrude geometry, for example the mesh filter with its scale and inflate option, or you just use the move brush and extrude these parts. Or rotate these areas. Just play around with the transform tools and the masks. You will see there is an endless list of possibilities. Okay, how about sculpting an earring for this character? I guess he needs it. So we start with this torus. It is already remeshed using the voxel remesher, and first I add a simple box mask. I invert it again and then go to the mesh filter and drag to the left with the inflate filter type selected. Then remesh again to create an even topology and get rid of the stretching. Alright, now I select the lasso mask and I have X symmetry enabled and end up with this mask. I sharpen the mask, you find it here in the mask menu, and then I press again Ctrl and I to invert. And now I want to really inflate, so I drag to the right and then remesh. Okay, now I want to add some dots, some circles to the part that I inflated, so I select again the simple mask brush, but I disable the symmetry, then press Shift and F to increase the strength and paint 3 circles onto the mesh. I invert the mask and move these circles into the mesh. Great, now go here to the symmetry options for the brush and increase the radial set symmetry, because I want to paint some radial symmetrical details onto the ring with the mask brush. I use a small size and just paint some patterns, ornaments, details. You can remove parts as well when you hold the Ctrl key while you are painting. Okay, and this looks pretty nice. Now I disable the symmetry and remove the mask here at these locations. Okay, and now you know the procedure. I invert and move these parts into the ring. Great, and now let's move the ring to the ear of the character. I added a small hole to the ear, for instance by using the draw brush, and in object mode I move the ring to this location. Perhaps we can use a larger version of the ring as a nose ring? I don't know, perhaps not. Oh, and I have to mention this, in the latest version of Blender 2.82 there is the pose brush with IK segments. So set this here for example to 3 and hover over the hand. So as you can see, it tries to build an IK chain for the hand and the arm, and it isn't that fast for dense topology, but it works. You have to do it carefully. It's a kind of auto IK in sculpt mode. But of course you can also use just masks to pose high poly meshes. You paint the mask for instance onto the hands and the arms, and then you invert it by pressing Ctrl and the I key. And then you can select the transform tools like move or rotate to pose the parts that are not masked. Okay guys, I hope you liked this short tips and tricks tutorial for sculpting with Blender 2.82, the new features, in combination with masks. If you do, then don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Follow me on my Instagram, Facebook or Twitter, and if you like, then support me by being my patron. Thank you guys, and I see you soon on Jayanam.